Welcome in here, everybody, to the Hutsville Athletic Center, where we've got our men's basketball matchup here between the 6-1 St. Francis Cougars as they host the number 25 team in the country, the 1-2 Indiana Tech Warriors. We thank you so much for joining us here on the St. Francis Cougars Network, a part of a doubleheader here today as we take a look here at these two squads. First, for the Indiana Tech Warriors, as I mentioned, they come into this one at 1-2 on the year. Started out with an opening loss, 82-78 to Indiana Wesleyan, then went on to defeat Spring Arbor 79-66, and then took an 87-78 loss to Marion. So Indiana Tech opens their season with 4 straight Crossroads League Conference opponents, and they are going to have a good one here on tap today as the St. Francis Cougars sit at 6-1 on the year. Taking a look here at the stats for Indiana Tech, they average 78.3 points per game, and they are a good team on the glass of 33 rebounds per game. Leading the way here for the Indiana Tech Warriors is number 23, Crew Gibson, the sophomore forward, 6'8", out of Floyd Knobs, Indiana. He comes into this one averaging 15.3 points per game and 6 rebounds a game here for Indiana Tech. Blake Davidson is another tremendous player, the redshirt junior out of Leo High School, averaging 14 points per game here for the Indiana Tech Warriors, 5 rebounds as well. And Indiana Tech comes into this one, as I mentioned, 1-2 on the year under head coach Ted Albert. For the St. Francis Cougars, they come into this one at 6-1 on the year under 15th year head coach Chad Lacrosse, leading the way for the St. Francis Cougars, the sophomore, and Luke Almendovar. He is a tremendous basketball player. You'll see him on exposure here tonight. The sophomore guard from Noblesville, Indiana, a tremendous player, averaging 19.7 points per game. And then Brandon Northern and Zane Burke providing tremendous shooting from beyond the arc. Here for St. Francis, Isaiah Malone, the big down low from Prairie Heights High School, 6'8" forward. The sophomore comes into this one averaging 8 rebounds per game here for the Cougars. And so we are getting set for our starting lineups here from the Hutsville Athletic Center. So we'll go ahead and turn it on over to PA announcer Jared Parcell for the starting lineups. I believe we're going to get the national anthem here as well. So we'll go ahead and turn it on over here to him, as it's just going to be the pregame prayer here for you.
Let us pray. Dear Lord, please watch over today's basketball game between Indiana Tech and St. Francis. We ask that you protect the players, coaches, and officials throughout today's contest. Keep them safe and free from injury. Allow parents, family members, students, and all fans to enjoy today's event in a safe and respectful manner. In the words of St. Francis, unlike the darkness of our hearts, give us a right faith and certain hope and a perfect charity. Amen. Starting lineup. First, there is the Indiana Tech Warriors, ranked for 25th in the country and 1-2 overall. At 4, the 6'8" senior from Lansing, Michigan, number 2, Jamal Lewis. At guard, 5'10" junior from Jason, Michigan, number 3, Jordan Titus. At guard, a 5'11" grad student from Hudsonville, Michigan, number 5, Max Perez. At guard, a 6'2" redshirt junior from Hawaii, number 20, Blake Davidson. And a forward is 6'8" sophomore from Floyd Knobs, Indiana, number 23, Crew Gibson. Head coach of the Warriors in his 8th season, Ted Albert. Assistant coaches, Kate Aubrey, Devontae Wilson, and Grant Smith. Now let's get the starting lineup here. St. Francis Cougars in their home opener, 6-1 overall. At 6' junior from Sellersburg, Indiana, number 10, Brandon Northern. At guard, 6'4" senior from Fort Wayne, number 4, Zane Burke. At guard, 6'1" senior from Indianapolis, number 5, Robert Fry II. At guard, 6'2" sophomore from Noblesville, Indiana, number 10, Luke Almendovar.
you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Starting lineups in the books here from the Huntsville Athletic Center. We'll give them to you here one more time for the Indiana Tech Warriors. It'll be number 2, Javelle Lewis, number 3, Brittany Titus, number 5, and Max Perez, number 20, and Blake Davidson, and number 23, and Crib Gibson. Indiana Tech Warriors 1 and 2 on the year, ranked number 25 in the country. For St. Francis, ranked 6-1, and they are not ranked here, but a record of 6-1. Number 2, Brandon Northern. Number 4, Zane Burke. Number 5, and Robert Fry the second. Number 10, Luke Almendovar. And number 32, and Isaiah Malone. This is the home opener here for the St. Francis Cougars. Have played all 7 of their first games on the road, and so we will get the jump here at the middle. It'll be number 32, and Isaiah Malone in number 2, and Javelle Lewis here in the middle. 20 minutes on the board, and we will get set and ready to roll here from the Huntsville Athletic Center as the basketball's in the air, and the tip is 1 here to the Cougars. They start it quickly with a 3-ball in the corner, and Luke Almendovar with a quick start for St. Francis. He hits the triple and makes it a 3-0 lead here early for the Cougars. Gibson gets it off. Now Davidson will go far side. This is Titus here with it for the Warriors. Back up top. They'll give it off. Now going to look to drive instead. They'll kick it out here near side. The 3-ball on the way from Gibson is no good. And the board is knocked down to Malone. And he'll give it off now to Brandon Northern. And Northern will bring it up ahead here for St. Francis. With it on that far side. Now Fry the second here with it. A little shake and bake jumper. Couldn't get it to fall. And the board comes down now here for Tech. Quick the other way. Perez up ahead. Going to go up strong. Put it on the deck. And the bucket's going to be good there for Gibson. Burke in the corner. 3-ball. Got it. 2 triples to start it here for the Cougars. And they lead this one 6-2. As it's the Warriors. Here with it. This is Titus at the top of the key. Able to get it off to Lewis. Now the handoff. Davidson, what dribble pull up. Couldn't get it to fall. And Burke comes away with the board here for the Cougars. They'll have it on that far side. Hands off to Fry the second. Back out to Burke. Burke going to look to drive. Trying to put it on the deck there to Malone. And it was poked away. Now the Warriors quickly the other direction. Here near side. Perez tries to get around Almendovar. Does. Reverse lay-in is up and good. 2-point lead now here for St. Francis as Almendovar here with it on that far side for the Cougars. Gets it off. They'll kick here near side. Northern, they'll look down low. Malone spins, kicks out. Fry the second, the 3-ball. Couldn't get it to fall. It's going to go to that far side where Davidson will corral it here for Indiana Tech. Now Davidson will look to drive down low. Has it knocked away. It's going to be Burke to take it the other direction. Northern ahead. Almendovar thought about the lob instead. We'll back it out smartly to that far side. Now Northern here with it for Tech. Northern puts it on the deck. He'll look to drive down low. Kicks it off. Fry the second with it. Now we'll go out to Burke. Guarded by Davidson. Out far side. Northern, the 3-ball. Couldn't get it to fall. In the board comes down now to Indiana Tech. Davidson up ahead. We'll get it to Gibson, and a foul is going to be called underneath. Davidson and Burke have seen a lot of each other, especially in their high school days. Those two playing locally here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Blake Davidson out of Leo High School. Meanwhile, Zane Burke out of Blackhawk Christian. So those two saw each other 4 years before going to their respective colleges. As Davidson gets it in far side. The 3-ball is up and good there for Perez. And he hits the score and gives Tech the 1-point lead. Now it's the Cougars here with it on this near side. Northern off to Malone. Malone spins, trying to find somewhere to go. Go out to Burke. Northern now with it here on this near side for St. Francis. Northern going to look to drive down low. It's cut off there defensively by Lewis. Far side, got it. The 3-ball is up and good there for Brandon Northern. 9 points for the Cougars and 3 triples here for them to begin this one. Fry the second, picks it up. Go up ahead. Here to Burke on this near side. Burke the drive, dishes off. Malone goes up and gets the score. 4-point lead now here for St. Francis. As this is up top. Now off to Davison with it at the top of the key. Goes far side. They'll look to go down low. Malone, nice defense defensively, able to knock it out. Now Davison has it taken away. This is Almendovar looking to push up ahead. He'll slow it off. Fry goes up strong. Couldn't get it to fall. Nice hands up defense played there by Gibson. He'll play it up ahead. Now to Davison with it here on this near side. Back up top. Looking to back it out. This is Perez here with it. Far side now to Titus. They'll look down low. As this is Lewis here with it, looking to post up Malone. Lewis spins, hangs, couldn't get it to fall. And the board comes down now on that far side to Gibson. Comes cross court here near side. The jumper is good there for Davison. 2-point lead. 15-30 left to go here in our first half of action. As this is Northern, who will bring it up ahead here for St. Francis. Northern. Dish off to Malone with it at the free throw line. The jumper on the way. It is no good as Gibson came out defensively, and Perez will come away with the board. Perez tried to go underneath there and out of bounds, and we are going to get substitutions here into the game as my clock did not start. My apologies there. Double duties here for me in the booth. And we'll get an inbound here. Substitutions made for Indiana Tech. This will be Northern, who will bring it up ahead here for St. Francis. Far side, now to Burke. Back up top, Malone will get it off here to Almendovar. Number 12 and Dallas Roberts into the game here for Indiana Tech, as well as number 11 and Lucas Liskey. The drive down low, Fry couldn't get it to fall. Liskey gonna come away with the board. It's loose and taken away from behind there by Fry. We'll go cross court. Burke thought about the three. Instead, drives down low. Strong gets the score. And now it will be Indiana Tech with it here up top as Gibson able to get it off. Now here to the hands of Perez. Back to Gibson. Nice hands up defense there to set for Malone. And Almendovar takes it away. He'll go up and try to jam it home, but couldn't get it to go. And now it's the other way. Here on numbers for Tech. Far side, three ball, got it. That's number 12. And Dallas Roberts with the triple makes it a 1-point game. Now Northern will have it here for St. Francis. With it here at the top of the key. Northern, the dish off to Malone. Malone will put it on the deck. He'll body up, goes up strong, got it. Isaiah Malone with the score as he goes up strong there on Liskey. And now it is Tech with the basketball. As Gibson will get it off. And far side, nicely done there. Liskey with a good touch on it. 1-point game. Northern will now bring it up ahead here for St. Francis. With it here on this near side. Northern going to look to drive. He's cut off there by number 3 in Titus. Fry looking to make a move. Goes up on Gibson. It's blocked. And now this will be Tech coming the other way with it. Far side, extra pass, corner 3, Perez couldn't get it to fall. And Fry the second comes away with the board here for St. Francis. Almendovar now with it. Gets a screen from Malone, off to him. He'll launch a 3, far side, goes in and out. And now it is gonna be Indiana Tech with possession. As Gibson will give off now here to Perez. With it on that far side. Perez leaves it off up top. Check it to that far side. Liskey now off to Gibson. Gibson looking to body up. Back out. Liskey will launch a 3. Couldn't get it to fall. And Northern comes away with the board here for St. Francis. Back and forth we go. 12:15 left to go here in our first half. Northern near side. Fry the second. Got it. Fry the second makes it a 4-point lead here for St. Francis. Titus with it, and Northern gonna get called for the foul. And so that will send us to our media timeout as more substitutions made. Jackson Fugate and Blake Davidson set to check on at the next whistle. Number 12 and Damari Hood and Joe Reedy will check in when we come back. You're watching St. Francis basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Back here live from the Huntsville Athletic Center. 11:56 left to go here in our first half. And it will be Indiana Tech with the basketball as they will inbound across the way. Foul before the break picked up by Brandon Northwood. So Davison will now inbound across the way here for Indiana Tech as they get it in. And there to Titus. He'll get a screen from Liskey. Titus, the jumper, far side, got it. And Titus makes it a 2-point game. As this will be Northern, who will bring it across the half-court line here for St. Francis. Burke now with it up top. On this near side, this is Northern. Here with it, off to Reedy, goes far side. 3-ball up, and no good there from Hood. And now it'll be Indiana Tech who will take it the other direction. As Fugate off to Liskey. Liskey, the jumper, just inside the arc. Check it, that was Fugate with the jumper. Couldn't get it to fall. And now it will be St. Francis who will go the other way with it. As Almendovar going to look to drive. Will now go out, far side. There to Hood. Hood skips near side. Northern now going to look to drive. Dishes off. Reedy goes up, draws the contact, and he will head to the line now to shoot a pair here for St. Francis. Fugate will pick up the foul. It's going to be his first, team's first of the half. And so Joe Reedy will go to the line to shoot a pair. The 6'7" junior out of Woodland High School, New Haven, Indiana, hits there on the first free throw. Joe Reedy comes into this one averaging 6.7 points per game, 90% free throw shooter. As Liskey and Titus will check off for St. Francis. And Jackson Gowdy will come on as he replaces Zane Burke. Lewis and Walden come in here for Tech. Reedy's second free throw is up and good. Inbound will come here for the Warriors as Davison will leave it off. Now Roberts will bring it up ahead here for the Warriors. With it at the top of the key. Gets it off. Now here to Lewis. Hand off. The drive. Down low. Couldn't get it to fall. And Reedy comes away with it. Now Northern will push the floor here for St. Francis. With it here on this near side. Off far side, Hood. Now off to Gowdy. With it here for the Cougs. Gowdy, the jumper, fade away, no good. And the board comes down there to Walden for Tech. Now up ahead. Fugate thought about the three and said we'll go inside to Lewis. They'll go back out. Fugate, the triple, couldn't get it to fall. And it's St. Francis now going to come the other way here with it. My apologies here. We'll get match the clock up for you. As 9:55 left to go. Northern now out to Gowdy. Now on this near side, this is Hood. Guarded by Fugate. Hood, fadeaway jumper, got it. Nicely done there. Hood extends the lead for St. Francis. Now it's the Warriors here with it on the handoff. Fugate off on this near side here to Roberts. Thought about the drive instead. We'll get it out. Now here to Walden. Walden guarded by Reedy. Travels called, and possession will go back to St. Francis here with 9:25 left. And we will have a timeout on the floor. Officials timeout. St. Francis with a 22-16 lead over Tech. 9:25 left to go here in our first half. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Back here live at the Hutzel Athletic Center. It'll be an inbound here for St. Francis out of the media timeout. Northern will bring it up ahead here for the Cougars. St. Francis with some big wins here early on in this young season, and they are looking to pick up their second ranked win of the year. And they are rolling here so far. As Gowdy launches the three, couldn't get it to go there on that far side. And the board comes down now here to Roberts. As he'll bring it across the half-court line. Roberts gets a screen with it now. Get it up top. Fugate back to Roberts. They'll go far side in the corner here to Walden. Walden with a jumper just inside the arc, no good. And St. Francis going to let it roll out of bounds to that far side. And we'll get an inbound here from Reedy and the Cougars. Max Perez will come back on here for Indiana Tech as Northern will bring this one up ahead here for St. Francis. Northern with it on that far side. The dish off here to Reedy. Tried to keep the dribble alive, able to get it off to Gowdy. Now up top. This is Almendovar here with it. The drive, couldn't get it to fall, but he'll head to the line now to shoot a pair here for the Cougars. Foul is going to be called on number 15 and Adam Walden. That's going to be his first, team second. And so that's going to send Luke Almendovar to the free throw line to shoot a pair here for the Cougars. Almendovar, the 6'2 sophomore out of Noblesville, Indiana, hits there on the first free throw. Almendovar leads the team, averaging 19.7 points per game on the year. Now with 4 on the day here so far for St. Francis early in this one. We'll get a substitution here for the Cougars as Northern will check out. Number 5, Robert Fry, the second, will come back on. And Almendovar will attempt his second free throw. It's on the way, and it's up and good. And now it will be Perez who will bring it across the half-court line here for Tech. With it on this near side. We'll dish it off up top. Now here to Roberts, who gets a screen. Roberts guarded by Gowdy. Roberts the drive, got it over Gowdy. Nicely done on the take. Makes it a 6-point game. Fry the second with it. Now up top here to Hood. Hood dishes off near side. Almendovar behind the back dribble. He'll drive, kicks out. Now on this near side, Fry the second here with it. Goes cross court. Gowdy, the triple. Couldn't get it to fall. And the board comes down now here to Davison. Davison looking to drive to that far side and gets a whistle. Foul is called on the Cougars as number 5. And Robert Fry, the second, will pick up the foul. It's going to be his second. Team's third of the half. Almendovar and Gowdy will come off here for St. Francis. And for them will be Zane Burke and Isaiah Malone. Brandon Northern will come back on as well here for St. Francis as he replaces Robert Fry the second. Inbound will come underneath here for Davison. He gets it in here to Gibson. Now on this near side, this is Roberts. We'll get it off now to Perez. With it here, Perez looking to go baseline, skips far side. Davison, the triple, no good. And the board comes out for Tech. Now far side, this is Perez here with it for the Warriors. Gibson with it at the top of the key. We'll move now to that far side. Thought about the handoff to Perez. Instead, we'll go down low. The spin, the hang, couldn't get it to fall there. Could Lewis, and Reedy comes away with the board here for St. Francis. Now Northern here with it up top, guarded by Davison. Northern goes far side. Malone, the triple, got it. Isaiah Malone drains the three from deep, and a timeout will be called on the floor. And we will step away here momentarily. You're watching St. Francis basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. .6:45 left to go here in our first half. It's an inbound here for Indiana Tech. As Roberts, Davidson now up top here to Perez. Perez goes far side. Dish back up. Roberts now in the corner, back to Perez. Looking to drive on Reedy. We'll get the handoff back there from Bradsfield. The jumper on the way, and it's good there for Dallas Roberts. Northern will now have it here for St. Francis. Dish over the top, Reedy far side. Three ball on the way. It is short on the marker there, and goes out of bounds. And possession will go back to Tech. Titus will come back on here for the Warriors as he replaces Max Perez. And now it will be Indiana Tech here with it as Davison will skip far side. Bradsfield, the three ball on the way, no good. And Northern comes away with another board here for the Cougars. Northern now going to look to drive. Gibson brings the help side defense. Northern still with it inside the paint, and a foul is going to be called. Titus will pick up the foul. It's going to be his first, team's third. Almodovar will come back on here for St. Francis as he replaces Joe Reedy. And Almodovar will inbound underneath the basket here with 5:40 left to go. Gets it in here to Burke. Now out. Well, down low. This is Malone. He spins. He hangs and gets the score. Now the skip here on this near side. Bradsfield able to leave it off. They'll go back up top here to Gibson. Gibson, the spin, the stop, the hang, got it. And now St. Francis will take it the other way. Northern, far side, the dish off, Malone with the jam. And St. Francis out. Now to a 9-point lead. Gibson, the three, top of the key, no good. And Northern comes away with the board. Now St. Francis looking to go quickly as Northern with it on that far side for St. Franny. He spins, he hangs, got it. And Northern with the bucket for St. Francis, extending their lead out to 11. The Cougars looking for their sixth straight victory against the Indiana Tech Warriors on the men's basketball side of things. They are having an outstanding game here so far as the Cougars are shooting 12-28 from the field. Davison, the jumper at the free throw line, and a foul is going to be called. Hood will pick up the foul. We'll get a time out on the floor. St. Francis 33, Indiana Tech 22. 4:15 left to go here in our first half. You're watching St. Francis basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Back here live from the Hutzel Athletic Center, 4:17 left to go here in our first half. St. Francis with an 11-point lead here over Indiana Tech. And we are going to get free throws here from number 20 and Blake Davison, the redshirt junior out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Leo High School stands at 6'2", averaging 14 points per game here on the season. At the line, 40% free throw shooter. 2 of 5 coming in to this one. First free throw is no good. Second free throw for Davison is up and good. Makes it a 10-point game as Northern will bring it up ahead here for St. Francis. Now off to Malone. Puts it on the deck. The drive, count it, and one opportunity for Isaiah Malone. What a move there by Malone. Thought about dunking it and instead saw the 6'8" senior forward, Jamel Lewis, right in front of him. Made a move around him and got the bucket. And now St. Francis out to a 13-point lead off that free throw from Malone. Will now be the Warriors here with the basketball. Crafty dribbling, the dish off. Oh my goodness. No contact there. And number 12 in Dallas Roberts hit the deck hard. And it looked like no contact happened there, but a foul was called on St. Francis. And Roberts will walk this one off. So Roberts will shoot 2. Isaiah Malone picks up the foul. And so that will put Indiana Tech in the bonus as Roberts hits the first. Second free throw there for Roberts is up and good. Roberts, the sophomore guard out of Louisville, Kentucky. Burke skips here near side. Damari Hood left wide open. Couldn't get the 3 ball to go. And now it's Tech with it at the top of the key. The jumper on the way. And it is good there for Brady Titus. Titus cuts the lead down to 9 as Northern will have it here for St. Francis. Off now here to Malone. Malone will spin, kicks out to Hood. Here with it on this near side, the drive, draws the contact, and he will head to the line now to shoot a pair here for the Cougars. And Davison will pick up the foul. That's going to be his first and the team's 5th. As Damari Hood will go to the line. Hood's free throw, up and no good. Damari Hood, the freshman guard out of Muncie, Indiana, Delta High School, having a tremendous freshman season so far, averaging 8.7 points per game, has had 2 huge games for the Cougars, leading them to this 6-1 record, but missed them both. And now it's the Warriors with possession. Titus skips here near side. 3-ball, no good there for Roberts. Offensive board here for the Warriors. Drive from Titus, spins, hangs, fadeaway shot, no good. And board is tipped out. Northern able to save it. Up ahead here to Malone. Now Almendovar, far side, 3-ball, got it. Luke Almendovar hits the triple for St. Francis. And an offensive foul called on the Warriors, number 24. And Steele Bradsfield Jr. will pick up the foul. And we'll get an inbound here for St. Francis. Gibson and Perez in for Indiana Tech. Reedy back on for St. Francis. As Northern will bring it up ahead here for the Cougars. Off now here to Malone. Malone left open. Now going to look to drive. Here on Lewis. Back out. Now to Burke with it on that far side. Burke dishes off up top. Northern a long 3. Couldn't get it to fall. Off the back end of the rim, no good. And now it is Tech the other direction. 3-ball far side. The headband Perez hits the triple. Now Northern here with it for St. Francis. Northern will skip here near side. Almendovar thought about the long 3. Instead is picked up quickly defensively there by Perez. And Almendovar the drive, and a foul is going to be called. As Almendovar went to take strong to the basket, and Lewis picks up the foul for Indiana Tech. That's going to be his second. And so we'll get 2 free throws here for Almendovar. As Lewis picks up his second foul. Almendovar hits on the first free throw, number 15. And Adam Walden will come on here for him. And Almendovar will have one more here with 1:50 left. 10-point lead here for the Cougars. Almendovar second is up and good. Cougs out to an 11-point lead. Perez will dish it off. Now to Davison with it on that far side. Davison skips here near side. Looking to drive, thought about it, was Perez. And he'll have it here now. Dishes it off. Up top, Gibson with it at the free throw line. Tried to get it off to Davison, and Reedy able to knock it away. And now this is Northern here with it for St. Francis. Has held direct traffic here for the Cougars. 1:15. Reedy now with it, puts it on the deck. Corner 3 from Almendovar's no good. Reedy offensive board. Reedy backs out. Gibson goes up, couldn't get it to fall. Reedy with a second chance opportunity now on the board. He'll dish off up top. Now here to Northern as we're under 1 minute left to go here in our first half. Northern here with it, looking to drive. Shot clock down to 10. Northern gets around. Kicks out, far side, Almendovar, 3-ball, no good. Reedy, another offensive board, over the top, Burt goes up and gets the score. And now Davison here with it on this near side. As there's an 11-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Davison gonna look to slow it down here a little bit for Indiana Tech, guarded by Burke. Gibson looking to set a screen here for Davison. Davison gets around it. The running floater, no good off the back end of the rim. Board is loose, and Reedy comes away with it. Up ahead, Almendovar. Clock now down to 5. Far side here to Northern. Northern makes a move. Step back, jumper at the buzzer, no good. And that's the end of our first half. It is St. Francis 43, Indiana Tech 30. 13-point lead for the Cougs. We'll take a break. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Back here live from the Hutzel Athletics Center here, St. Francis with a 13-point lead over the number 25 team in the country, the Indiana Tech Warriors. Let's go ahead and give you the first half stats here for you. Indiana Tech shot 12 of 30 from the field at a 40%, 3 of 11 from beyond the arc, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Meanwhile, for St. Francis, they were 15 of 39 from the field, 6 of 17 from beyond the arc, and 7 of 9 from the free throw line. Rebounding battle, St. Francis with 17 total rebounds, and Indiana Tech with a 19. 7 turnovers for the Warriors and only 1 turnover for St. Francis. Taking a look at player stats here for you for Indiana Tech, it was Dallas Roberts who led the way with 9 points. Max Perez with 8, Brady Titus with 4, Crew Gibson with 4, Blake Davison with 3, and Lucas Liskey with 2 points for the Warriors. Meanwhile, for St. Francis, it was Isaiah Malone with 14 points, Luke Almodovar with 10, Zane Burke with 7, Brandon Northern with 5, Robert Fry II with 3, Joe Reedy with 2, and Tamari Hood with 2 there for the Cougars. So we are going to go ahead and take one more short break. We'll come back with the second half of action. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Back here live from the Hutzel Athletics Center, 20 minutes on the board. So we get set to begin our second half of action. St. Francis's women's squad picked up the big win over Indiana Tech. St. Francis improved to 7-0 on the year on the women's side of things. And their men's squad looking to improve to 7-1. They have a 13-point lead here over the number 25 team in the country in the Indiana Tech Warriors. Warriors will have the basketball here to begin our second half of action as Blake Davison will inbound directly across from us, and he will get it in here to Crew Gibson, and we are underway here with the second half of action. Davison here with it near side, knocked away there by Malone. Will now go off. Gibson guarded by Burke. Gets it down low. Couldn't get it to fall. Going up strong, and a foul is going to be called on Malone. As number 2, Jamal Lewis draws the contact, and he will head to the line now to shoot a pair. Here for Indiana Tech. Lewis held scoreless there in the first half. Comes into this one averaging 8.3 a game. Just 1 of 6 from the free throw line. Well, I'm a shot at one more as Malone picks up his second foul. Lewis, the senior forward out of Lansing, Michigan. Second free throw. Banks home. So 1 of 2 on that trip for Lewis. Now Burke here with it for the Cougars. Off to Malone. And off Almodovar. Now here near side. Extra pass in the corner there. Northern out to Fry the second. He'll go back up top. Northern will launch a 3. No good off the front end of the rim. And it is Indiana Tech who comes away with possession. Gibson will leave off up top. Titus the dish. Lewis the finish. 10-point lead now here for St. Francis. Northern will launch a 3. Got it. Now Now Davison. Give it off. Now to Perez. Gets his screen. Off here near side. Titus back here near side of Perez. Now down low. Lewis guarded by Malone. Lewis will go back up top. Titus thought about the drive and said, guarded tightly there by Northern, and a foul is going to be called. Isaiah Malone will pick up the foul off the ball. That will be his third. And so he will check out and be replaced by Joe Reedy. And so now Davison will inbound here for Tech. Perez on this near side. Couldn't get it to fall. Now Davison out with it. Turnaround jump shot. Got it. Northern will now push up the floor here for St. Francis. Off now to Reedy. Reedy will look to go up here on Lewis. Strong, count it, and one. Reedy now with 4 points, and he'll head back to the line to shoot one here for St. Francis. Reedy's free throw is up and good. Now it's the Warriors here with it. Titus had it knocked away by Northern. And now 5-on-4 as Titus will launch a three, no good. And the board comes down now to Fry the second. And in and out of the hands there of Burke. Turnover and possession will go back to Indiana Tech. Number 22 in Caleb Lehrman, as well as number 12 in Dallas Roberts, will come on here for Tech. As Lehrman will guard Reedy. Those two have seen each other in their high school days as well. As Northern quickly up ahead. Fry the second. Go cross court. Burke the triple. Couldn't get it to fall. And Lehrman comes away with the board here for Indiana Tech. Lehrman here with it, guarded by Reedy. Couldn't get it to fall. And now possession will go back to the Cougars. As Fry the second. Drive far side now to Burke. Out here near side, Northern got the defender to jump. Nice recovery there by Davison. Now Almodovar here with it at the top of the key. Almodovar will get a screen here from Reedy. Almodovar now looks to drive, goes in strong, count it, and one opportunity for Luke Almodovar. And Almodovar will go to the line to shoot one here for St. Francis. As Almodovar now with 12 here for the Cougars. And one opportunity is up and good. .44 left to go here in our second half. And a drive from Lehrman. He gets the score. Northern now with it. Screen here from Reedy. Near side. The three ball from Fry is no good. And Lehrman comes away with the board. Now Davison with it here on this near side. Off down to Gibson. Gibson will spin into traffic, and a foul is going to be called. Foul will be called on Fry the second. It'll be his third. And so he will be replaced here by Tamari Hood. And we'll get an inbound here for Davison and the Warriors. On this near side, Perez now cross court, three ball from Davison, no good. And Burke will come away with the board here for the Cougars. Now with it, far side, this is Northern with it for St. Francis. Northern will be guarded here by Roberts. Gets a screen with it at the top of the key. The spin, the hang, couldn't get it to fall. Reedy tipped it in the air. Lehrman came away with it. And we are going to get a foul called on the Cougars as Joe Reedy will pick up the foul. So that will be his first, team's fourth. And so it will be Indiana Tech with the basketball. Gibson, the drive, couldn't get it to fall. Lehrman on the offensive board, no good. And now it's going to be Burke the other way. Leaves it off now to Hood, up top. Northern thought about the three instead, drives. Nice figure roll lay in there from Braden Northern. And now it's Tech here with it. On this near side, the drive down low, no good. Board battled for, and Hood's going to come away with it up ahead. Now Northern out to Burke. The three ball, couldn't get it to fall. And the board comes down now here for the Warriors as they will move it up ahead. Perez up, down to that far side to Roberts. The spin here from Gibson on Burke, goes up, couldn't get it to fall. And a foul is going to be called. We will have a media timeout here with 14:44 left to go. It is St. Francis 55, Indiana Tech 39 will step away. Take a short break here watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Back here live from the Hutzel Athletic Center, 54-39 lead Indiana Tech as Gibson will go to the line to shoot a pair off the foul from Zane Burke. Gibson leading Indiana Tech, averaging 15 points per game on the season. 64% free throw shooter here for the Warriors. His first free throw, it's going to rattle home. Cuts the lead down to 14. Second one for Gibson, no good. And Reedy comes away with the board here for the Cougars. Now Northern will bring it up ahead here for St. Francis with it at the top of the key. Northern, step back three, got it. Brandon Northern drains the triple for the Cougars. And now it will be Indiana Tech with the basketball, as they will get it down low. Here to Gibson. Gibson goes up on Reedy, no good. Board battled for. Northern comes away with it. The smallest player on the court with the rebound. Almodovar, now the drive. Oh my goodness, wanted to flush there on Lehrman and couldn't get it to go, but a foul is going to be called on Lehrman. And so check it, they're going to call it on. Scoreboard says 10. I believe that was on Lehrman. And so it will put Almodovar at the line to shoot a pair. His first free throw is up and good. As Almodovar now with 14. And they're going to announce that Lehrman does pick up the foul. And so that will put Almodovar at the line to shoot one more here for St. Francis. Second free throw is up and good. And so now it will be Tech with possession. Gibson with it up top. The drive from Davison. Couldn't get it to go. Now Northern here with it for St. Francis on this near side. Northern will drive on Gibson. Down low. Goes up, partially blocked. And Gibson will come away with it. Fugate now up ahead. Davison with it far side. Corner three, ball up and good there for Dallas Roberts. Now Northern quickly the other direction here for St. Francis. Guarded by Fugate. Northern spins, hangs, and draws the foul. Jackson Fugate will pick up the foul. And that is going to send Brandon Northern to the free throw line here to shoot a pair for St. Francis. As that is the fourth team foul of the half on Indiana Tech. Northern's free throw. It's up and no good. Northern second. Up and rattles home. Substitution for St. Francis as Robert Fry the second will come in for Brandon Northern. And it will be Indiana Tech with the basketball. They will have it on that far side here with Davison. Leaving off up top. A drive from Gibson. Got it. Gibson makes it a 15-point game. Now this is Fry the second. Leaves it off up top. We'll skip far side. Now here to Almodovar. Almodovar, the drive into contact and draws the foul. Luke Almodovar drawing fouls left and right and shows you part of the reason why he is having a tremendous year here this year for St. Francis. Averaging 19 points per game, has 15 already on the night, and will now have opportunity to extend that total as he'll be at the line to shoot a pair. His first free throw is up and rattles in and out. Almodovar, the sophomore out of Noblesville, Indiana. At the line, he'll shoot one more. His second one is up and good. And now it will be Tech here with it. Gibson, far side. Fugate, the triple, no good. And Reedy comes away with the basketball. Fry the second, far side. Now they'll look to drive. Oh, Hood was called out of bounds on that far end. And we'll get a substitution here for Tech. Number 20. And Blake Davison will come out. Brady Titus will come in here for him. As the Warriors will have it. Now Titus goes far side. Looks to drive on that far end. Cut off by Almodovar. Fugate will now leave it off up top. Roberts, the jumper, got it. And now this is going to be Fry the second here with it near side. He's going to be picked up here by Titus. And offensive foul is going to be called there on Fry the second. That's going to be his fourth. And so he is going to have to check off here for St. Francis. 4 fouls. Brandon Northern will come on here for him. And now Tech will inbound the basketball. They'll roll it up the floor as it's picked up here by Titus. Guarded by Northern. Look down low. Nice find there. And the finish is good there for Dallas Roberts. And now it will be St. Francis with the basketball. As Northern will have it. Goes far side. Hood now up top here to Reedy. Reedy with it. Dish off here near side now to Northern. Northern on to drive. Kicks corner. 3 ball from Burke. No good. Board tipped out. There from Hood. Off to Almodovar. With it here on this near side. Almodovar going to look to reset the offense here for St. Francis. Almodovar through traffic, and a foul is going to be called. Foul is called on Titus. It's going to be his second, team sixth. And Isaiah Malone will come back on for St. Francis as he's replaced by Joe Reedy, or as he replaces Joe Reedy. And now it'll be an inbound here from Almodovar and the Cougars. They get it in here to Malone. Now Northern here with it. Get a screen there from Malone. Northern near side now to Burke. Burke gonna look to drive here on Gibson. Outside, this is Hood here with it. It's Fugate to jump. The jumper off the front of the rim, and the board is gonna come down now to Lehrman here for Tech. On this near side, this is Titus, and a foul is called on Northern. And it looked like Titus led with the elbow there. But now it's going to be called on Northern. And so that will send Titus to the free throw line. Perez back in here for the Warriors. 10:48 left to go here in our second half of action. Free throw there is no good off the front of the rim. And Malone comes away with the board. Now this is Northern here with it for the Warriors, or excuse me, for the Cougars. Northern out to Malone, guarded by Lehrman. Malone with it, looking for somewhere to go. Able to get it off now to Hood. With it at the top of the key. Hood will back it out. Northern now with it here near side. He'll launch a long three. Got it. Brandon Northern with a deep triple and a timeout on the floor. We'll go ahead and step away. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Back here live from the Hutzel Athletic Center, 64-49 is our score. St. Francis with the lead over Indiana Tech. 10:19 left to go here in our second half of action. Jackson Fugate, the freshman, will inbound here out of Northside High School, Fort Wayne, Indiana. And Fugate will inbound and get it into Perez. Now leaves it off up top here to Titus. And they're going to call an offensive foul now as they're going to switch the call, and it will be on Indiana Tech. Offensive foul is called on Titus. That's his third and the team's seventh. And so an inbound will come here from Zane Burke and St. Francis. As the fans giving some words to the officials after that call. On the switch from it, as it looked like the official was going to call A foul on Almodovar was the reaction from him. Instead, it was an offensive foul on the Warriors. And Damari Hood drains the triple far side, 18-point lead. Now here for St. Francis. Near side, three ball, no good. And now Northern blocked there by Fugate. Up the floor. This is Perez. Now out to Fugate. The three ball, got it. Jackson Fugate drains the triple for Tech. And St. Francis quick the other way. Hood near side. Now to Burke. Back to Hood. Hood looking inside. Here for Malone. Guarded by Lehrman. Got a block, but a foul is called on Lehrman. And a timeout on the floor. 8:58 left to go here in our second half. You're watching St. Francis basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Back here live at the Huntsville Athletics Center, 15-point lead here for St. Francis over Indiana Tech. Isaiah Malone will be at the line to shoot a pair here for the Cougars. As this is going to be Malone with the free throw. It's up and good. Malone's second free throw. It's up and good as well. Makes it a 17-point lead. And now it will be Tech with the basketball. It's the handoff. Now this is Perez. Moves it off on that far side. Now Roberts, back to Fugate with it up top. The drive down low from Lehrman, no good. Malone comes away with the defensive pressure, and Burke comes away with the board and fouls called. Head coach Ted Albert not too pleased by the officiating here on this near side. So he's going to get an explanation here from the official. Zane Burke going to be at the line now to shoot here for the Cougars. Fugate and Lehrman will check off for St. Francis. And this will be Burke at the line to shoot here for the Cougars. First free throw from Burke is up and good. Second one for Burke is up and good as well. Now this will be Perez, who will bring it up the floor. Near side, a drive from Roberts, blocked there by Malone. And a foul is going to be called underneath on the Cougars. Number 12 and Damari Hood will pick up the foul as he tried to knock it away there from Lewis. And so that is going to send Lewis to the free throw line to shoot a 1-on-1 here for Indiana Tech. First free throw is up and good. And the second one is no good, and now this will be St. Francis to bring it up ahead as Brandon Northern move it across the half-court line. On this near side, Hood up top, here to Malone. Malone will dish it off, near side, now to Northern. Northern will look to drive, dishes off, Malone trying to go up with it. Gibson, nice defense there, and the board is going to come down here to Lewis. We'll go up ahead. Out to Perez. Dishes off up top. Davison, the jumper from the free throw line, no good. And now it's going to be St. Francis with it here on this near side. Hood with it. Kick far up top. Now here to Northern. Get a screen there from Burke. Burke near side. Malone looking to drive. Now off up top. Hood, the jumper, got it. And now it is Tech with it on that far side. Davison, the three ball, no good. Board comes out, it's kicked out here near side. Now Perez leaves it off up top. Roberts looking to drive, able to get it off. Now here to Gibson. Back to Roberts. On this near side, had it knocked away there by Hood. And a whistle. As Hood will pick up the foul. That's his third. And so that is going to send Roberts to the free throw line to shoot a pair. First free throw is up and good. Now Northern here with it for the Cougars. It's up top, here to Malone. Gives it off now to Burke. Burke, kick out. Gowdy, the three ball, no good. And the board will come down now here to Roberts, who will push it up ahead. Roberts guarded by Burke. Jumper on the way, no good. And Malone will come away with the board. He'll give off now here to Brandon Northern. Northern with it here on this near side. Northern gets it off now here to Gowdy. Up top, Malone guarded by Lewis. Malone has it knocked away. Out of bounds. Possession will stay on this end. Here with the Cougars, they'll put 9 seconds on the shot clock. And the inbound will come here from Hood. Almodovar will check back on here for St. Francis as he replaces Zane Burke. Joe Reedy will also come back on here for St. Francis as he replaces Jackson Gowdy. As Almodovar gives it off now here to Northern. Northern, the jumper, got it. And now it's Tech here with it on that far side. Under 6 minutes, and shot clock did not reset as it went off. Indiana Tech had the basketball, and so we'll get an inbound on that far side here from Davison. They'll put 25 seconds on the shot clock. As they will inbound into the backcourt. This will be Roberts who will bring it up ahead. Gives it off now here to Gibson. The handoff. And the drive is Perez. Turn around shot is no good there from Lewis. Northern Up ahead, the lob. Almodovar with the jam. What a finish there from Luke Almodovar. Now Northern will come the other way. He'll leave it off. Oh, trying to get it up ahead there to Reedy. And Reedy wanted a lob. Instead, it was thrown behind. And so those two will have a fun discussion going down the court. And we'll get an inbound as Gibson will bring it up ahead here for Indiana Tech. Let it roll all the way to the half-court line. Gibson now far side. Perez, the three ball, no good. Board battled for, tipped up ahead. Lehrman trying to get a hold of it. And Northern will come away with it here for the Cougars. Now Northern get it across the half-court line here for St. Francis. Guarded by Perez. Northern get a screen there from Malone, and a foul is going to be called. And timeout on the floor, 77-54 lead for St. Francis over Indiana Tech. You're watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here at the St. Francis Cougars Network. Back here live at the Hudson Athletic Center. Braden Northern to the free throw line here to shoot for St. Francis. They are ahead 77-54 for the Indiana Tech Warriors. First free throw is up and good there for Northern. 24-point lead here for St. Francis. Northern at the line here for one more. 20 points already here on the night for the Cougars. His second one is no good. And Lehrman will come down with the board and leave it off here to Davison. On this near side, dribble handoff here to Roberts. Screen from Lehrman. Roberts still with it on this near side. Puts it in the corner here to Gibson. The three ball, no good. And the board comes down now here to Reedy. He'll push it with it on that far side. Has it knocked away, trying to find a guard to go to. Reedy will give it off up top. There to the Northern. Guarded by Connor West. West into the game for the first time here tonight. The redshirt junior guard out of Sparta, Michigan. It's Almodovar. Leaves out to Hood. One dribble pull up. Couldn't get it to fall. Board is tipped out, and they're going to call it last touch by Reedy. And inbound will come here for Tech. Jackson Fugate will come on here for the Warriors as he replaces Blake Davison. And the running floater there, no good. Malone comes away with the board, and a foul is going to be called. And so Malone will walk the duration of the floor and shoot free throws as Jackson Fugate picks up his third foul. And so Isaiah Malone with a 16-point night here for St. Francis. His second one is up and good. Malone now with 17 and 7 rebounds. Last game in their win over IU South Bend, 88-81. Isaiah Malone with 16 points and 12 rebounds. as Keyshawn McNeil will come on here for the Cougars. Tamari Hood and Brandon Northern will check off. Joe Reedy will be replaced as well, as McNeil and Fry come on. Free throw is up and good there for the Cougars. So a lot of substitutions being made here for both squads. Drew Gibson will check off. Number 24, Steele Bratsfield will come on. And Jackson Gowdy will now check on here for St. Francis, as the Warriors will bring it up ahead. Here under 4 minutes left to go. Lehrman, the spin kick out far side. 3 ball is no good there from Bratsfield. And now this is going to be Almodovar to push it up ahead. Kicks out here near side. We're going to get a foul called before that shot from Burke. As number 12, Dallas Roberts will pick up the foul. Now we'll send Almodovar to the line to shoot here for the Cougars. As Almodovar's free throw is up and good. So Almodovar now with 19 on the night here for the Cougars. Brandon Northern checked out with 20 points. As Isaiah Malone comes out, Jackson Gowdy will come on. Chase Newton will come on as well, as he'll replace Almodovar. He'll check out with 20 points as well. And so Almodovar and Northern both finished tonight here at 20. And now Fugate will look down low. Turnaround shot is no good there from Liskey. And now it's going to be poked away. Up ahead and going up and getting a lay in. That is Dallas Roberts. And so now it's Gowdy here with it for St. Francis. Off here near side. This is Fry the second. Far side now to Chase Newton. Newton with it. Dish off. Now far side. This is Fry. Off to Gowdy. Jumper just inside the arc. No good. And the board comes down now to Brassfield. Brassfield will get it back. Down low here to Fugate. Guarded by Burke. Fugate. Nice touch there on it. He gets the score. Now Newton will bring it up ahead. Newton with a spin. He's going to look to drive. Oh, trying to behind the back pass there to Roberts, and Gowdy ran him over. And so we'll walk the duration of the floor. Dallas Roberts will go to the line to shoot a pair. As the first free throw from Roberts is up and good. Get substitutions here for Indiana Tech. Eric Hobson and Evan Hartleson will come on here for Indiana Tech. We'll get an inbound here for St. Francis, as Fry the second will bring it up ahead here for the Cougars. St. Francis inching closer and closer to picking up their second win over a top 25 ranked team here on the year. McNeil with it underneath. It's called for the travel. And now this is Liskey here with it off the screen. Kick far side. The 3 ball is up and no good. And it's Gowdy who comes away with the board. As 1:46 left to go here in our second half. Gowdy with it up top. He'll have it at the free throw line. Gowdy going to look to drive down low. He gets the finish. And now it's going to be West with it on that far side. Up the screen from Liskey. Looking at it here on this near end. Looking to go baseline. Liskey goes up. Couldn't get it to fall. More down low. Second chance opportunities no good. And Liskey will come away with it. Up top now here to West. Far side. Carlson with it. Now going to look to go baseline. Drives. Couldn't get it to fall. Gowdy came away with it. And now Newton will have it on that far side. Fry up ahead. This is McNeil, near side three, no good. Gowdy with the board on Liskey, no good. Pokes it up ahead, is still loose. And ball is still loose on the floor. And St. Francis able to come away with it. McNeil tries the reverse lay-in. And Liskey will now give it off on that far side there to Haraldson. Newton will have it now here for St. Francis. 4-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And the drive and a block there from Liskey. Liskey will pick up the foul. Matt Rogarger will go to the line to shoot a pair. The 6'2 freshman out of Peru, Indiana. St. Francis will make more substitutions. Number 20 and Brandon Messenger will come on. Number 15 and Sam Johnson will come on as well. With 30.2 seconds left. And the free throw is hit there. 85-61 is our score. Liskey, top of the key three, got it. Liskey with the triple. And we're going to get a whistle on the floor with 17.2 seconds left. They're going to put 20 seconds on the clock. And so we'll get an inbound here for St. Francis. And the Cougars will have it as McNeil will dribble this one off on that far side. And St. Francis will pick up the win against their second-ranked team here this year. And they will improve to 7-1 on the season. So congratulations to St. Francis. They win 85-64 over the Indiana Tech Warriors. And they pick up their second win against the top 25 squad here this year. Congratulations to the St. Francis Cougars as they improve to 7-1. Indiana Tech will fall to 1-3 on the year. And the Cougars will take on their next contest at home against Taylor. We'll have a doubleheader for you. It's going to be 5:30 p.m. The women's will play, followed by the men's. So make sure you join us here on the St. Francis Cougars Network. Until then, this is Hunter Solsheimer. You have been watching St. Francis Cougars basketball here on the St. Francis Cougars Network.